Hello? Uh, hey guys, apparently, uh, the game crashed. Yeah, it just completely crashed on me as I was talking to the Nightmare Princess. It goes to show that when a new game comes out, it's gonna come with a few bugs. But luckily, I saved. So let's get back right into it. Oh God,
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the wall.
let's just take the blade.
You reach down.
Into the basement. Okay. That's what I chose. Did nothing.
Heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. And then experience. Okay, what? You sure you have? Yes, I'm sure. Again. She isn't attacking. Why your weapon is still in your hand.
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
Lungs, liver, nerves.
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive.
I'm just gonna burn through this dialogue.
The princess leans forward.
If I want to see you gone, I won't.
She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then hey, your
Wow.
she pulls nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Okay,
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
since we're already talking about
lungs,
a few
liver,
things before
nerves, heart, lungs,
the game crashed, let's just go straight at killing her.
liver, are you serious? Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, you fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay
wait.
her and finish your mission.
Wait, is that not what I chose?
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Toss the blade and
lungs,
remain with the knife. Oh, never mind.
lungs,
I made a
liver,
oopsie.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Alright, let's load.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth. You cross over the finally of heart, lungs, liver,
Okay,
heart, lungs, liver,
toss the blade.
nerves, heart, lungs.
Slay the princess.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. We did it.
Did we do it?
actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Can she? We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground, unmoving. Nerves. Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can.
Oh, thank God.
Finally. And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means that you're stuck here. Forever.
What?
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, I hate this.
Narrator, you said that... Oh my God. Narrator should have specified what would happen if we killed her.
Time passes. Forever's gonna end. Eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it? What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead?
Oh.
I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die?
Because I don't want to be stuck here forever.
Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
It's not like it matters if I die. I'll just come back again.
Ah, yes. The whole looping thing. How unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility. Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Can you tell me your secrets now?
No.
Oh, fuck you. How about now? The secret time?
Still no.
Damn it. I'm going to wear you down eventually. You might as well spill those sweet, sweet secrets now. And we'll have something else to talk about.
You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
Yeah, we could do that for the rest of our lives, forever. Secret?
The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us.
Yeah, you can't do
You
that.
can.
Secret?
The narrator continues to ignore you.
But I got the best company I could ask for. You guys. What do I need?
Oh, you could do a lot better than us. Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before whatever happens?
That's a grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it.
Are you stuck here with us, or are you capable of going other places?
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
Let me save. I get it. You don't want us to die before you be lonely. Sweet.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
Actually, hold on. Let me just save over this. There you go. Alright, take the blade from her body or just wait. I don't trust her. I don't think she's actually dead. I don't want to go near her, so I'll just wait.
More time passes. You're still here. More time passes. You're still here. More time passes. More. You
Fine.
remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Okay, looks like the body is dead. Oh, throw the blade into the void?
Oh no, what are you doing? You tighten your grip and fling the blade as hard as you can into the void. It's gone. Now you're really stuck here forever. There's no way out now.
Well,
You mean, other than starving? Right, I mean, other than that. You wait, and then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time, but that doesn't stop it from passing. Nor does it stop your biology from unraveling. The only things you know for certain are that it's long, and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade.
sorry, I was just curious what would happen.
No, you really shouldn't have. But biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark, and you die. Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there.
The Wraith?
You're on a path in the wood.
Oh,
Shit.
wait.
This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does.
Oh, hello, new voice. Voice of the Cold.
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave? Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it. Yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again.
I think I'm starting to like Voice of the Cold.
This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Save. Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops, or you were quick to accept that we've been here before?
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no.
But you gotta pick one.
Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
Okay.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
Oh.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
You've killed her and been killed by her. Neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever eventually, you're going to let her out. Might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them.
On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
Oh, that's an interesting thought. What happens if you don't go to the cabin? That's another option.
Then she finds a way out on her own. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right? No, it's strictly worse.
And why is that?
Because it's cowardly, for starters.
I like how
Because
all
the
these
unknown is
voices
always
and the
worse than
narrator are
the
just
known.
talking to
But
each other
really,
like this.
all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Alright. Leave here. She did a cabin.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing. Something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will. The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange.
Oh, do you see the mirror?
What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains.
He still doesn't see
It's
the mirror.
supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Oh.
What do you mean there isn't a mirror? There's a mirror, plain as day at the end of the hall.
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Let's pretend there is a mirror at the end of the hallway, and that right now can't see it. Behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement.
Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again?
He didn't say door, did he? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her.
I mean, the narrator would have told us if she was standing behind the mirror that he can't see.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you.
Exactly.
And certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
But basement.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw.
I feel like she isn't in the basement. I feel like she's just watching us.
Trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. I hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Hopelessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts.
This isn't good.
Your bones snap.
Oh, fuck.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them.
Oh, the princess is slaying us.
You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours.
Oh, like hell you are.
Get out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us. And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it. Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt. Then turn off the part of you that feels things. It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain. Except that pain hurts.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition. Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad? You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
Man, cold. Look, we're even now. You killed me and then I killed you. Water under the bridge, right? I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all this too, you know. When possessing me against my will make you no better than me. You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you?
You left me in a basement and then you killed me. Oh, we're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I think you forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now it becomes something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is clear behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
Right?
And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Okay, deep breath.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't even know what to say anymore. Every choice feels worse.
Your vision fades
she's getting
as she
closer.
tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
So is she in our head now?
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Ugh. I don't like
know.
that sound.
You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support.
It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this.
Oh god, she can hear the... Okay, she can hear the voices now.
We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin.
Were we?
I was.
I know you were, but you were going into it for the wrong reasons.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Weren't you all of those things for me? I can grasp the shape of everything you think and feel. You think you were numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me, and I don't feel a regret, even in the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
We weren't always like this.
I've always been like this.
Of course you were.
All I'm doing is reaping what you've sown.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
Yeah.
You dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Throw your body into the... Oh wait, let's save. Throw everybody into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter.
We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Yes, it's just a body now. But I gave you so many terrible things to you.
And wouldn't you feel that pain too?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one we all go. 1, 2, 3. You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded as you fall.
and fall, and fall. We did it! We actually did it!
I think we did.
Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? You wanted this.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should pay better attention to your head. You left. Gone. It's just you and you and you and me.
Oh, the narrator is gone.
Idiot.
Terminal velocity ceases, and you something, mass, a growth, torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a moment.
What? What's happening to me?
Oh, but you don't answer her before something takes her and leaves something in her place. Feel a force underneath you.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nope.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I should feel better with her gone. But I don't. Don't bother looking for her. I'm sure it's just a waste of time.
Harry is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us. Yeah, no voice needling us anymore. Feels good, but I also feel itchy. Cold.
I think we're supposed to look at that mirror.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. It's calling us, and not in a good way. Ignore the cowards. You have to look. I'm begging you, don't do this.
We were never scared of you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Approach the mirror. Gaze into your silence as you reach forward. They're gone. The mirror remains. Time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Oh wait, no. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. We're at the cabin. Recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're that thing I met space outside of the woods, aren't you? Thought that was a dream. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean? Listen.
A person, a set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Do you know the narrator? That is a good question.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh, Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
This is the end of the world.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
The gift of do you know about the worlds beyond this space?
I know only that they are.
You what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
Get the
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. This one is loneliness.
Oops, I didn't mean to press
seething.
continue
She
button.
could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone.
I mean, I don't want
some tears that can
I
never
don't want
be
this
unshed.
princess to escape. That's for
This
sure.
is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Oh.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
I want to see what happens when I attack her. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay. Does that mean I could destroy my body? Reason in your life, but as it buries into your many hands in front of reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh, okay, so we can't die.
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you... And what if I don't let you do this for me, to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being symptomatic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. If you need time, then I'll wait with you. You are as I am now, and forever is a long time. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh, okay. This is pretty eerie.
I see you have returned to me. Days mean nothing in the maw of forever. I never left your side.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I don't want to remember the wraith.
You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. The Driven Heart. I got the
You're
Driven
on a
Heart
path
achievement.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay. Turn around, leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
The only thing that matters is we're not going. Cabin. I'm not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Oh,
It
okay.
looks like this path
If I just leave...
also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
Okay, so... This will just take me to the world ending.
That's great to hear.
Alright, let's
As long
do
as you bring that
this.
fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. Fortunately, she's only a princess, whereas you are a valiant and talented warrior. We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
We'll see what happens.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm thinking like, what if we gain her trust and then stab her in the back? I want to see what happens. We do that.
You take the blade from the table.
Are we just gonna speed through?
The door to the...
Aye.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
Okay.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
You know why I'm here to kill you?
That laugh. I think I'm in love. Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation. Oh? Have you decided what to do?
You know. Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall.
I'll be here.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier for who? Against your better judgment, you place the blade against
She looks
the
very
princess's
derpy like
arm,
this.
just above the massive,
In a
unyielding
cute way.
chain. No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't...
Alright. Save here. And... Slayer.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Slay the princess.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade. Pathetic.
Uh-oh.
She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker.
Ah, fuck.
There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
Oh, damn, she's just beating us to death with just her fist.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right?
Alright,
It's going to be a lot harder
which voice
than you
did we
think
get
to keep
this time?
secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows?
Oh,
There's nothing
broken.
we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
To the cabin. Or this is more than deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. Those are two very different questions, but let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily?
Okay,
If
we've
just
heard this
because she's
dialogue
capable
before.
of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying.
This is the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do. We might as well just
Yeah, we heard
pledge
that.
ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge
I
yourself
love it when
to
the
her.
voices bicker
I
with
cannot
each
stress
other.
enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Alright. Proceed into the cabin.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only
Damn.
furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay, this place is bigger than it looks on the outside.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
You didn't say anything about... okay. We know that the narrator can't see it. So Kevin, different than last time.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the
We're always
altar.
going to take the
It
blade.
would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase, its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
I'm sorry, booming?
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you,
damn, she is
almost glowing
tall.
in the weak starlight,
Like,
her
huge.
figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
I could just climb on you and try to stab your heart.
Drop it.
Save right here.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
What?
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again. Trying
How
to
are we going to get
succeed
out of a
where you've
situation like
already
this?
catastrophically failed.
I think I should stop trying to kill the
What
princess.
draws you back here beyond the empty halls
Because
of death?
every time I kill her, she comes back much worse.
Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen? You're less broken than I thought. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning.
I know what she's
We
planning.
might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Oh god, we don't have any other choice. It's not even letting me. Only option is to pick up the blade.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
Stand.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Yeah, I knew it. She's going to make us kill ourselves.
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her. No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done.
Did I actually...
The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god. It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there.
I feel like I skipped something. I want to go back.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp.
Oh?
Okay.
You reach forward. You can feel a
Oh, we'll end this.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language.
Slay the princess. There we go. That's what I wanted to do.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
Oh no, things are getting worse.
I'm sorry.
Don't.
No, don't.
As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Yeah, this isn't ending well.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
It's what she wants.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird, thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Play the princess.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement. You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
Stop.
Oh, now you want to stop?
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Well, that's demeaning, isn't it?
Very
Yes,
demeaning.
how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now
distance.
because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Slay the princess.
Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance.
Dang,
She
how
falls to the
strong is
floor,
that
crashing
dagger?
unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we? You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss
Oh,
that
it's
blade
way
aside
too late
and
to pick
beg
up the
for
pieces.
forgiveness.
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You
heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses to the floor, Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together. I suppose we were never gonna get a happy
did
ending
it!
here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something. I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Fury.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path...
Broken, you
what
okay?
the hell is that?
He's just crying. Let me save this. Yeah, he's continuing to sob.
I think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
Hello, Stubborn. Nice to meet ya.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was, and ever will be.
I can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us, and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening.
Alright.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her. It's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it?
Speaking of woods, where the hell are we? This woods looks very grotesque. It's like living organs.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten a say in things.
What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time.
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
It didn't even work. It doesn't count.
We died. If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me. To her.
Listen, Broken, we're here to kill every princess we see.
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't
You should have
think
known
we
this
much
would have
to worry
happened
about.
before
You're still the one
you
in
made that
charge
plan
here, and
broken.
I don't think that's ever going to change. Second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Okay. If we hit this point of no return you mentioned, then what happens?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens. Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. It doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present.
Don't flirt with
Everything will be
oblivion.
absolutely fine.
Alright, what happens next? It seems like our answers are at the cabin. As well see this through. Ugh.
Good. We're all on the same page.
Squishy sounds.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
The trees almost look like claws.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Oh, cut it out, will you?
We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high-arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade. Actually, hold on, listen.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement. Just tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. No more messing around. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things, or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say, exactly?
He thinks we've lost it, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us has broken.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It's in our way. Let's just smash it.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
Yeah, because there's a mirror in front of us.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? Are you still on about that mirror? It's not real. I'd know about it if it were real. No, we can't doubt our eyes like that. It has to be real.
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it. Let's get violent. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Smash
You
it.
bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Honestly, it must smell really bad. Blad? Ooh, it smells blad in here. No, seriously, it might smell really bad in this place. Rotting.
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart? Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat. See how you've soured my once divine melody.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
Because you're broken.
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination, and we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Indeed. She can bleed like the rest of us.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
A non-believer.
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying, and we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor.
Very tall.
This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Oh, so I do it to you first.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what
I played a lot of Dark Souls to know where this is
the
going.
Punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before, and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
Okay, we can't explore. I'm going to end you.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow. It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
I'm sure we can make it out of it.
With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Oh.
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her defilement, she is merciful.
We're not out for the count just yet.
You damn cheater. Give me my insides back. I killed you last time. I swear I'll never think that I'm going to find a way to kill you again. Killed you last time because you were going to end the world. You can talk those back from the sledge. Sorry for what I did to you, but you did things to me too. Where is all this supposed to end? You can't just keep killing each other forever. There's no step forward and engage your enemy.
But the words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as tissue vibrates out of place. Our metaphorical mouth.
You don't have the means to speak anymore, do you? How tragic. It is tragic, though, isn't it? I'm not satisfied dividing fear and indignation from your eyes alone. A quivering mound of flesh is no companion.
She snaps her fingers, and the basic form of a vocal system assembles before you.
Now, little bird, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Oh yes, because begging is going to help with this one.
It's better than the alternative. She's in control here. Without her mercy, there's nothing we can do.
I don't think she wants to give us mercy.
I didn't think I'd see you begging so quickly. How pathetic. In another life, I might have even thought it was adorable. But all it does now is fill me with contempt.
Just submit already. What is there left for us to do?
Seize control of your broken body and lay waste to your foe.
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge towards the princess.
That's right. She'll never stop us.
Look, she's even afraid.
Still you defy your god. I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before. Never again.
You swing for her heart. What's left of you explodes. So that's it.
Oh.
It's over. Just like that.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very first moment we laid eyes on her.
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that single tone forever.
No! No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
Didn't you hear her? We're not dead.
What's the difference? From many perspectives, there isn't one. But functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is
I like
massive.
how calm the narrator is taking all of this.
You are entirely laid bare,
Nonchalant.
spread to each corner of the room. Yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in. Incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment.
We're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
How are we supposed to lose this one? I can't do anything right now. She's not letting me. She's going to get worse. Gets worse every time we get to a new cavern.
I don't know. You're the one who makes things happen, so make it happen.
Alright, if you say so.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
But you do die. There is a great release as you lose your grip of what's left of your flesh, and yet, you're still here.
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the Princess?
What
This
the?
place is different.
What's
Rotten,
it, hunted?
Death all around us. I want to go back.
So you've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
Okay, we were supposed to go back to the cabin, but we're somehow here. All the way to the cabin.
The Princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound. Again? Already?
Clearly I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
Die again. Again, you replenish your body. And again, you find yourself here. Somehow. But somewhere else.
Your Honor,
She's gorgeous.
It's smitten!
Absolutely divine.
Nice to meet you too.
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
and what are you doing?
We're slaying the Fury Princess.
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards the Princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
you explode.
Oh,
Again.
again. You let yourself go, and you are living once more.
You're on a path. We are not on a fucking path. I have no idea where we are.
cheated?
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
Are we going to meet all the voices?
So you are. Okay, you dive towards the princess and... yes, her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with blinding pain.
Well, what did you say? So you are. Okay. You dive towards the princess and... whistle... Zero. Okay.
No.
Again.
Again! You have no body. You exist. You are reborn.
We're on a...
No time. You narrate now.
yes, of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hand.
Now we're
fly towards
bossing the
princess
narrator.
before she can turn to face you. We might actually do it this time.
I can feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves laid bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance. Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body.
Hello again, Cold.
It just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
It doesn't last. You are disintegrated. Everything goes dark.
But there is no you to die.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
That feels right.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
Because we always have been. If we're nothing, then how can we do anything? The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us. Now end this.
My cat wants to jump on my lap.
You cannot win if you cannot be.
End this. A force races towards the princess, the exposed heart. Threads of texture pulled, all encompassing nothing.
How? I scattered the atoms you clung to and there was nothing there to find. You can't exist.
The threads pierce her heart and cradles her spirit.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
She sounds genuine. They always do in the end.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
Oh, just like that. Got another fragile vessel. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. Time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she... And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
You're scared. This is the end for you, not the end for me. Okay, trust me. Been here before. Always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
You don't need to comfort them.
It's not the end. What's on the other side is going to be nice. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Okay, my cat is being mischievous with my mic. I'll just lay her down. There we go. Okay, I'm back.
Whatever makes you happy.
Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. You're gone once again. Mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Find yourself in a long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Okay.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? It's all done. Do you know what?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself. There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
So many things to talk about. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
You want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
How many more vessels do I need to bring back?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. I will transcend in due time, and there is no way forward but to contribute to my awakening.
I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end
Okay,
of that path,
let's save it here, and that'll do it. So yeah, slay the princess, the pristine cut. My goal is to slay every princess we see. I'm really having fun with this one. Thank you all for coming and watching me fumble around in this game. So let's not waste any more time and go raid someone. Let's see here. Checking who I'm gonna raid. I wonder if it'll be okay. Not good at rhyming. Ooh, choices. You know what? Let's... I don't know who to raid. I'm stuck between two of them. Oh, I know. Let's go raid Naglfar Dreams. She's doing art right now. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.